possible. So we're trying to finish up with the last part, which is the do's and don'ts when it comes to approaching either a recruiter, an HR manager, maybe if you have an opinion or experience, or someone looking for a job. Which is funny to ask because someone messaged me today on Discord, a friend of mine, and he was asking, how do he's a concept artist in this case, and he was asking, I think they're looking for a job. Do I just message them? I've heard rumors they're looking for a job. Who do I contact, and how do you approach it? What should you not do it? Should you do it?
Okay. Yeah, do it. That's
there
the
we go.
answer.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone. No, the answer is do it, but the way in which to go about it is can be difficult. The answer is often much more simple than you might think. So if it's like you know that they're hiring and there's a job, then apply for the job, of course, right? Or if you know a recruiter who you trust and that has a good relationship, or if you know that there is a recruiter that someone else trusts that called Gary Martin at OPM Jobs, and you've never worked with him before, then you can reach out to him, and he will always be happy to talk. He's very busy, but he will always get back to you, and you can actually just ask the question. Just say, I've heard, are you currently looking for this? But don't be, you don't have to go in with a huge, I'm going to sell myself constantly, have this big, basically cover letter and a message that you're sending to everyone, because unfortunately the reality is that when someone gets a message like that from someone that they do not know for something that they do not necessarily know what it's about, because they might not be aware of the job, if there even is one, that is going to get ignored most of the time, unfortunately, because it's too much to read and the person is busy. And we live in a world where people's attention spans are lower and people are busier than some they've ever been, oftentimes. So it can start with.
So what if there is a job, you have applied, and you want to follow up or have more questions?
Yeah, so in that case, just if there's someone on LinkedIn that you know is the job poster, or if there is someone, so if you know who posted the job, quite often websites have the job posting and they say who posted it, or if there's a recruiter or at the studio or something that you can find, just message that person and just say, I applied, hey, hi, be nice to them, give an introduction, just as if you were meeting someone brand new, and be polite and just say, I applied for this job, link the job that you applied for so that they can easily see what you're talking about. And then say, on this date, this is when I applied. I just wanted to check if there was any response yet or any feedback to my application. That's it. Because you don't need to go into a huge amount more detail than that. And if you do start just selling yourself again, the person's kind of like, well, let me answer your question first and then we can talk. If it's a recruiter, you can just go, hey, is there an answer yet? Because if it's me, I'm always going to be chasing anyway. So I will always get back to you, but I don't mind being chased. If it's been a few days and I haven't got back to you yet, then just come to me and say, hey, is there an answer? And I'll tell you what I've been doing so far to try to get an answer. But if you're going direct, then just ask the questions that you're wondering, but don't be frustrated about it. Don't be impatient. Give them time. I'd say that if you are, I know that this is slower than what we all want it to be, but I would say if you've applied and you haven't had a response, wait an absolute minimum of 1 week before following it up, because otherwise you can appear impatient or potentially even entitled, because they think they're like, think about everyone else that's applied for this job kind of thing and how many applicants I have to go through, and it can be like, I can't dedicate all this time to just you because you happen to message me. But what they will respect is, hi, I applied for this job. Do you on this date? Do you have has there been any feedback yet? I understand that it takes time. I just want to make sure that I'm following up.